Hi guys, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. Those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. This is the daily forecast for all signs. It is intended as a broad spectrum reading for anyone who sees it. I do speak in broad terms, so you have to figure out if and where it fits in your life, if at all. It is originally created for, what is today? It's not the 8th, Friday the 9th of September. If you're seeing it on a date other than that date, that's okay. If it still fits your situation, please by all means use it. For those of you that are new, please check out the drop-down menu underneath any of my daily videos. In there is things I want you to think about, housekeeping rules, what decks I'm using, how to contact me for a private reading, and ways to support the channel. Simple ways to support the channel are hitting that thumbs up button and subscribing, leaving a question or comment, sharing the video out, letting your friends know about the channel. All of that stuff greatly helps me. So let's see what's going on with the cards today. I will refer back to the Sunday reading, which populates in the lower left-hand corner. That's the underpinning energy of what's going on sort of in the background beneath these cards in our subconscious. However, it's within your situation. So let's see what the card is for today. And we have the Seven of Wands. Now, Wands is fire energy, that of desire, right? The Seven of Wands is oftentimes one of like sort of fighting or trying to attempt to defend one's stance, right? Fighting for what we believe in, something maybe that we believe in very deeply, this being a Wands card. We do have the Hermit underneath this because we're getting to the end of the week. There should be a truth within us that we need to understand, be comfortable with, really connect with, close to. And then from there, I think that the Seven of Wands is about sort of cultivating that stance, that belief, that understanding from that internal wisdom within, and not necessarily defending it against others, but being prepared to sort of, I get more of a sense of like, building this up, right? This understanding or this awareness, this spiritual strength that comes from the Hermit, this wisdom that comes from within, this reflection, introspection, all of that. We may need to take the time to ensure that happens. That's kind of the Seven of Wands vibe that I'm getting here. It's not like we have to go out and combat with others or any of that, but we have to stand true to what our truth is inside of us. And so in doing so, we may need to take a stance of, defending it or cultivating it to a degree that, might require a little bit of work, because the Seven of Wands does indicate work, but it is about, holding true to our own belief, our own wisdom, our own internal voice that's telling us something, right? And if that internal voice is telling us something different than what maybe society or a situation or another person in our life is telling us, that's okay. The Seven of Wands says, hold your space, hold your place, hold your thought, your belief, your wisdom, your strength per se within that situation so that you can maintain it, grow it, ground in it, become centered in it, and really own it from a place of, I would say, power and even action. That's the Seven of Wands too. Wands are about taking action, moving forward in action. So I don't get a feeling that we're on the defense as much as it's about being aware of what it is we're learning about ourselves and or our truth, our wisdom, and that truth may very much be individual or particular to us, but being willing to sort of protect that truth, keep that truth at the forefront of our mind, at the center of our attention, and then push forward, take action, make movement with that truth that we've gained, or that wisdom that we've gained from this week. This week should be, in my opinion, a fairly transformative week because we saw all major arcana in the Sunday reading. So this is about, now that we understand or know, now that we answered the call of the Judgment card in the midweek, it's about moving forward from a place of, you know, whether others say it's not right, or it, you know, wasn't, you know, the best choice, or they don't understand our choice, it doesn't really matter. You know, to us, it's our choice, and we're willing to sort of defend that, keep that in place, and move forward. So let's look to the Shamanic Medicine card and see what that is. Okay, I love it. We have Medicine Shield, which is protection. So when I see this with the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Wands could very much be about protection. It could very much be about protecting our ideas, protecting our beliefs, protecting our feelings or our desires, our wisdom that we've gained within the introspection that the Hermit represents. So we are protected. We are, the work that we're doing right now, to me, feels important. The eagle there makes me feel like there's a discerning eye, and the discerning eye also falls with the Hermit, in the sense that the Hermit wants to take a little bit of a deeper dive, a little bit of a more isolated or individual look at things without necessarily the influence, voices, or opinions of others coming in and trying to change what we're doing or how we're doing it. I am going to clarify these cards just because I feel like doing so. I don't know why, but this has been my inspiration. So the first card coming out is that Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is about new beginnings, renewal, emotional renewal, a reconnection, an establishment. This connection with the Hermit underneath this could be the connection to ourselves and our own truth. That truth that we find could allow us to find a truth within our connections that we can lean into, that we can fall in love with, that we can pour outward from a place that's very clear, emotionally available, centered. There could be a confession of, you know, even love here from us more so than maybe from an outside source, because it feels like the Seven of Wands and the Hermit are more internal and protective of self. So there could be a new opportunity or an emotional renewal that's taking place while we're going through this shift and change, and it's worth fighting for. It's worth defending. It's worth holding our stance, keeping it steady, right? The second card is the Two of Pentacles. Pentacles is that earth energy. The Two of Pentacles is oftentimes about juggling, making things fit, trying to mix or match or adjust in ways so that we can continue forward successfully. It may not be the easiest of feelings, and we get that a little bit with the Seven of Wands too, because the Seven of Wands can indicate a clashing of opinions or attitudes or whatever that we might have to stand strong against. But the Two of Pentacles also shows us that there's a little bit of flexibility within who we are and where we're at. There's also a little bit of an openness to the Two of Pentacles, right? So Virgo, the Hermit is represented by Virgo, which is our own internal truth, which is also Earth. The truth that we're finding for ourselves is important and precise and key, but we can also take that truth with the Ace of Cups and an open heart and compassion, and not necessarily change that truth. I don't feel like we're supposed to change it, but we may be able to act from within that truth in a way where we can kind of balance it and bring it forward so that it works for us practically in our world. The Two of Pentacles could also be the shift from what we once know into what we do know, and figuring out in the moment how to best maintain or secure that truth and keep it protected, keep it centered from the heart. Let it pour forth from a place that is really honest, real, and loving. And then the last card is the Nine of Wands. Again, we have Wands energy. Wands is that idea of fire, right? But it is also being smarter for having gone through what we needed to go through, right? It is about having learned from past mistakes and being wiser. Nines are about completions too. So there might be something that we could be, completing, letting go of, coming to terms with in the process of all of that, especially with the truth that the hermit represents. But that truth has made us wiser, smarter, and we can kind of look back at other controversies or difficulties and understand and adjust them through the Two of Pentacles to make them work for us, to make them almost as a uh, I well, I do want to say protection because Medicine Shield says protection too, and Nine of Wands is sort of protecting because he's building that fence around him, right? He's learned from his previous hardships, but it's not like protection because we're being harmed. It's more like a solidifying of the truth that we know from within. So let me read Medicine Shield protection. Medicine Shield asks you to look how far you have come. Traditionally, a medicine shield represents its owner's journeys. Its imagery symbolizes inner strengths. That would be the Hermit, guys, and the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands. Really, all of these are inner strength cards. Um, its imagery symbolizes inner strengths, talents, totem animals, and the owner's place within the tribe. These very personal shields hold medicine in their art, in ritual, and in lessons learned. If you were able to make your own medicine shield, what would you add to it to tell your story? As you sit with this card, determine what medicine shield represents for you right now. Medicine shield brings brings protection against psychic attack and other lower or negative energy forms. Keep your guard up when medicine shield appears. There is nothing to fear, but there are sensible precautions to put in place as you walk between the worlds. It's it is good practice to call in protection every day, whether you are consciously working with the spirit world or not. Call upon Medicine Shield now and rest within the safeguard of its strong and loyal protection. Medicine Shield revealed. The Medicine Shield reflects the personal vision. Remember, vision is our word for this week in the grounding stone, guys. Sacred intent, that would be the Hermit too. Focus and personal power of its owner. It offers psychic and spiritual protection. Native Americans adorned their animal hide shields with sacred symbols. The animal skin and colors used to create the shield depicted the owner's principal power source and protection. When warriors died, their shields were returned to Mother Nature to journey home with them. Other divinatory meanings. Shield yourself from a harsh situation. That also could be Seven of Wands. And also the retraction of the Hermit, like pulling back and not necessarily getting involved wouldn't be a bad thing today. But doing so from love and maintaining balance and wisdom. Native Americans, shield yourself from a harsh situation. Another foul mouth is draining your energy. Step up your psychic protection. Visualize and circle a bright white light around you when others attempt to ridicule or speak down to you. Medicine Shield speaks. Your personal journey is mine to tell. I wear your story very well. I'll guard you as you hold me near. Protection placed, nothing to fear. So there's nothing to fear if we're like searching within ourselves right now and having to like stand up for that search, right? Having to maybe take that time to search, find that balance, find that love too. That Ace of Cups could very much be about self-nurturing time too. It doesn't necessarily have to be an outside source, but it's about taking that time from within to bring those emotions forward, find balance with them and wisdom from them, and utilize them to solidify whatever it is that the Hermit is underpinning and teaching us this week. Whatever it is, the choice that judgment represents, the calling that we're answering, the higher calling, it's here for us, and it's up to us to not only cultivate that, but also to maintain, protect, and stand within it wholeheartedly and firmly. Now, here is the grounding stone for the day. The word is respect. I feel like all of these cards deal with respect. Respect for what we're learning, how we're changing, what we want, what we desire, what our vision is, and maintaining that and making the choices, the changes, the adjustments with the Two of Pentacles there in the middle, and taking the wisdom of the past and turning it into, or the experiences of the past and turning it into wisdom so that we can move forward with new beginnings, emotionally connected through that Ace of Cups. And be willing to fight for it, guys. Have enough respect for yourself to sort of change, adapt, learn, meditate, find the answers within, and then allow those answers to flourish within you. it is a form of respect to do that. And when we respect ourselves, ultimately we respect others. And that like is key and very important today. So keeping that idea, if it's just only solely giving ourselves the respect to go inward and find the answers and then stand true to them, then by all means do so. That is your forecast for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. Please tune in tomorrow. Hit that thumbs up button, so subscribe to the channel and share the video out. Leave me a question or comment. Take care.